Hi, it's James here from Chapman Machinery, and I'm going to take you through the TF350 range, some of the models we make, the options that we produce, and why they're a great machine for you to buy. We've set up three machines here today. The first is a TF350, set up as we would normally sell to sheep farmers for feeding sheep. The second machine, if we move over here, this is a specification we would normally sell for feeding cattle at grass. So slightly higher capacity, bigger wheels, but we'll cover that in more detail shortly. And then if we move over to the third machine over here, which is a road legal version, if you have off farms to travel to, or large distances on the road that you need to cover with a machine such as this. If we go back over to the first machine, we'll look at the specification in a bit more detail. All of the three machines here today are based around the same basic frame, which is a 350 kilo space drop electric drive feeder. We also produce a mounted version, so these are all trailed machines. We also produce a mounted version for UTVs and pickups, which we'll show in a separate video. The TF350 as a standard configuration carries approximately 350 kilos of feed in a steel hot tip galvanised frame. All of the machines here have a good drawbar length and swivel hitch, which allows it to work under UTVs particularly, which have a hitch hidden away under the back of the machine. Moving back from the front, you've got the plug connection which goes to the control box, which I'll show you shortly. This machine here has the optional nudge bar. As I mentioned earlier, this is a specification we'd normally sell for sheep farmers. Very often when you've got a large group of sheep, they tend to mob into the machine. Once they know where the feed is coming from underneath the machine, they'll sometimes try to come into the front here and get underneath it. The nudge bar here helps to keep them back, pushes them away from the machine so they can get to the feed from the back where they can't come to any harm. If you come around and have a look here, you can see the adjustment mechanism on these machines. So all of these machines, depending on the feed that you're using, deposit between 0.5 and 2 kilos, depending on what you calibrate them as. In order to calibrate, you can adjust these two. You loosen these two thumb wheels, slide this plate forwards or back, and tighten up when you get to the desired setting. Customers typically will set it to an easy multiple, so 2 pounds or 2 kilos, whichever you use, so that they know that if they're feeding 2 kilos per head, for example, it's an easy to multiply how many drops you need to do with varying numbers of cattle or sheep in different fields. As these are an electric drive machine, we've brought along one of the control boxes. Each machine will come with a control box such as this, and you can also buy additional units if you want to use it behind other towing vehicles. Nice simple unit, fully waterproof, plug socket or electrical connection that goes to your battery, and then a wiring loom that runs to the back of the vehicle with a clip that will sit on the back of a rack for a quad, or you can bolt it onto a UTV hitch or pickup area. There's plenty of cable provided with these machines. They should work on UTVs and 4x4s where you do need a large amount of cable. Controls are very simple and intuitive. You've got an on and off button here to turn the unit on. You preset the number of drops using these two arrows here, which will display on this screen. Once you set the required number of drops, you press run, the machine will do the rest. It counts down from that number and then stops at 0 automatically. So you can focus on checking the stock, checking the condition of the animals in the field. You've got a PVC tonneau cover on here, waterproof cover, so once you're filled with feed, even if it's raining hard, it's going to remain dry, nice and easy to remove. The bungee cords at the side, and then the steel hopper in here. You've got quite a nice low fill height on these machines depending on the specification, so if you're filling from a bin, they'll fit under most bins quite happily. Mud guards on these machines, they're a heavy duty steel mud guard with box section reinforcement. You can stand on these units, they're very, very robust, won't get any issues there. The standard machines such as this one come with a 22 by 11 by 8 tyre, so it's a good quality tyre running on sealed waterproof bearings, just designed for maintenance free use in a range of conditions. All of the electronics in these machines are either contained here, which will sit within the cab, or contained within one of these access panels on the side here or underneath. So should you need to access them, they're very easy to access but protected from the elements in there. If we move across to the second machine now, so this is typically the specification that we'd sell for feeding cattle out of grass, especially during the summer or autumn months. It's based around the same basic machine, but with the addition of extension sides, so this increases the capacity to 500 kilos, depending on the feed you're using approximately, and the oversized tyres. So because of the extra capacity and the extra weight, we usually recommend to go for the oversized tyres, much bigger tyre, so they tow easier on rough ground. And also some users will spec this option in the winter if they're on very heavy and wet ground. The oversized tyres replace the standard 22 by 11 by 8 tyre we showed you on the first machine with a 25 by 13 by 9 flotation tyre. Really nice wide tyre. Otherwise everything remains the same with the wheel bearings, etc. And these are interchangeable at a later date. If I move across to the third machine. So this is our road legal model. Obviously the machines I've shown you so far are for off-road use or for travelling very short distances between fields. This machine here is fully IVA approved for use on the road. You can tow this quite happily along the main road. Again, based on the same frame, but with the addition of suspension axles, road legal tyres and road legal lighting. You'll see this machine has the standard connection for the control box and also a second connection which runs to the LED lighting system. This is a 13-pin system, but it also comes supplied with a 7-pin adapter, so it should work on any towing vehicle out there. You'll see they're a heavy-duty mudguard again, but set backwards because of the suspension axles. The tyres themselves are a 20.5 by 8 by 10, so these are a road legal tyre, but a semi-flotation, so they're good both on road and off. And then at the back of the machine, you'll see that we've added this bar, which carries your number plate and your 2 light units. These are very high quality ASBOC LED lights, full LED with reverse 13-pin, sealed as well. The benefit of these light units is they are fully sealed. You'll see from the electrical connections there, properly waterproof. You shouldn't have any issues with the lights at all. They're also mounted on this nice heavy duty steelwork, designed to take a few knocks from cattle or from sheep if you have those, and the general use and abuse that these machines get. Hopefully this will have covered a lot of the questions and options that we do, or questions you have on the machines and options we do. If you do have any other questions, or if you're looking for a price, speak to your nearest distributor or get in touch with us directly using the contact details at the end of the video.
Hope you found that video informative. Please subscribe to our channel or share with any friends or colleagues, and we will send future videos out via our channel, and we hope you enjoy them. Thank you.